We've got Quinn Grovey live in studio, Ken Hamlin on the phone. Appreciate you guys coming on today.
Appreciate you, Phil.
Yeah, good. Well, I always love hearing your voice, Quinn. I'm not used to hearing Ken's voice. Do we have Ken on with us? Hey,
Yeah,
Ken, how are you? Nice to have you.
I am. Hey, listen, I am on, and I see why Quinn made me drive now, because the Outback Trophy must be in the seat that I was supposed to be in. I see what's going on.
They put that thing in front of me. They put that thing in front of me at the women's basketball game. Not yesterday. It was earlier this week. That's a nice trophy. It's not too big. It's not too small. But I guess it's got some heft to it. So you guys have no trouble lifting that thing, right?
Well,
listen.
and I know Ken Hamlin doesn't. I've seen him. I've seen him do workouts. He doesn't have any problem with it. It's me you have to worry about, and I'm the one that's in sole possession of it, and I'm the guy that's got to make sure that everything takes place. So, yeah, I got to get it in. I got to get it out. And but the Outback Bowl trophy will be there, and it's going to be a great event, man, at 906. Sam Fiore, Susan Fiore, it's good to be able to hang out at their spot. And the first time I went in their spot, Phil, and I don't think you've ever been there, but, I mean, when you walk in, you go, it's like, man, that's a spot that should be somewhere in, like, New York or, L.A. or something like that. So I really love going to 906, so it should be a fun event. And then you got Ken Hamlin coming in, who has a cigar called The Arrival that he's going to be introducing to Fort Smith tonight. So it's going to be a great night.
That's fun. You know, Ken, Quinn's being self-deprecating. He's still in pretty good shape. I don't know if I'd say playing shape. Have you kept yourself in playing shape since the end of your NFL career?
I've kept myself in appearance shape. I don't know what it would do actually on the field, but I kept myself in just look. It's all about the look now. It's a facade. I actually have guys like saying, you could probably still play, and I tell them not even a chance. I mean, I'm mentally not there, and physically I don't know either. But I try to just keep myself in a visual good shape.
I'd never thought about that before, Quinn. I mean, there is a difference between appearance shape and playing. Appearance shape means people look at you and think you could still play, but you being a professional athlete, you know the fact of the matter. That's funny. Tell me about this cigar that you're going to be debuting today, The Arrival. The Arrival of The Arrival. What does this taste like?
You see, that's the hope. You got to come so you can be a part of The Arrival. I launched this cigar a little over a year ago. It's been basically probably about a 3-year process of really going down to Dominican Republic, Nicaragua, Honduras, going to these different spots and sort of just doing the different blending, doing the marketing for as far as the bands and the box and everything. So it all took some time to sort of come together, but it's been a great process. For the cigar lovers out there, it's a medium smoke, so it's not something overpowering for people women and men who like a lighter cigar or something to try out. At the same time, it's something that a person who would love a stronger cigar, it will keep their attention to where they can actually enjoy it. I mean, this cigar, it's not strong, but it definitely takes Quinn about 3 days to smoke it. But
that's no lie.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you, Q, because Ken sounds like he went down to the Dominican Republic, man. He got involved in this thing. He knows all the mixes and the matches of how to make this flavor work. What about you, Quinn? Are you a cigar guy?
Well, I love the experience of smoking a cigar. Now, Ken, he smokes cigars. He's a pro. I mean, there's a difference between a pro and a guy who really enjoys the experience. And so Ken will smoke 3 cigars by the time I smoke 1. And then he'll be asking me, like, are you going to smoke the rest of that the next time I come back? I mean, so he's one of those kind of guys talking like that. But, the cigar experience, man, is something that I really love. I enjoy the smell of it. I enjoy the taste of it. And I just enjoy, like, sitting down with your buddies, having a conversation. And that's what that cigar experience really allows you to do. So it's really great.
I agree with you, Quinn. That's the biggest thing with me is to be able to be in an area where you have so many different walks of life come together for one common goal or one common denominator, being the cigar, and to be able to network, just sit down and chat, talk sports, talk just regular day-to-day. I mean, it's so many different things and so many different people you can meet and actually get to know in this type of environment. So it makes it a relaxed sort of situation that you can sort of be yourself, let your hair down and relax, and of course, enjoy an Arrival and be a part of that whole. I think it's a certain type of lifestyle as well, but it's definitely a relaxing moment for me to be able to just kick back and meet new people and be a part of something special.
And when I talk to people that really enjoy cigars and know a lot about it, I like most people, I enjoy the occasional cigar, the celebrational cigar, but I don't know too much about it. One thing that I do really like and that I've liked to consider myself having a decent amount of knowledge is liquor, and especially bourbon. And I know that a lot of people that smoke cigars love to have the pairing. So what is the perfect pairing with this cigar?
Well, I know that we're going to have Quinn try a few more options with this later on today. The thing is, I've had different events where it's been a lot of different. The best part about this is mild enough to where you can get something that doesn't overpower it, but complements it. You want it to be able to complement the cigar as well as not overpowering the drink as well. So I've had people who've tried different whiskeys and bourbons who have enjoyed each and every single pairing that they've done. Now, to sit there and nail it down to a certain one, I couldn't do that for you. I'm not a drinking man nowadays, so I've done all of the non-alcoholic type of options to pair with it, and found me a few that I like. But I will say it does complement a lot of different options that people will try it with.
So what you're telling me is that for the good of the natural state and for everybody that's going to have these wonderful cigars, I have to be the permanent taste tester here and kind of smoke and drink and then write down notes, and then we just go through the whole bar.
Them's the rules.
You are the all-time guy. We're going to get you to get on it.
Hey, I can do that. If there's one thing I know I can do is that put back some good bourbon, and I'm sure it'll pair greatly with this cigar.
Or we're counting on you then.
We're
counting on you to figure it out for the people in Fort Smith. We're counting on you to figure that out.
I'll figure that. Okay. That is a task and a weight I'm willing to carry.
Okay.
You're going to get into cigars so much you're going to be smoking those things on the air. I saw, what did I see? George Burns had like 8 cigars a day back when he was still alive. That's nuts. Quinn, this is an event that's also, this isn't just, a release of Ken's Arrival cigar. This is the Razorback Foundation that's taking the Outback Bowl trophy on kind of a tour across the state, right?
That's exactly right. And with the Razorback Foundation, we're going through our annual fund right now where people can renew their pledge as well as get Razorback football season tickets. And so we'll have somebody tonight at 9:06 that can Riley, who will be able to take your football ticket request. I'll be there to talk to you about the foundation. But at the end of the day, it's all about celebrating. It's all about being able to get across the state. We'll have all of our advancement team members, our fundraisers, out throughout the state through this annual fund period, and just thanking Razorback fans. I mean, we've had a great couple of years, and so we want to get out and say thank you. If you have not renewed, you can come and renew tonight. If not, you can come out and have a great time as well. Meet Ken Hamlin, take a picture with the Outback Bowl trophy, and that's what I love about it. I mean, everybody is so cool about it. I mean, a lot of people wouldn't be like, hey, we're not going to let that trophy leave this facility. But, Sam is so well in tune to the state of Arkansas. This Outback Bowl trophy is going to be all across the state. And so it's really about our annual fund period, which everybody knows it used to end March 31st, but now it's March 1st. So we got a different deadline. So we're just really trying to get out across the state, tell Razorback Foundation members and Razorback fans, thank you. Come on in and have a good time. Meet Ken Hamlin, smoke one of his cigars, and come to 9:06. Meet Sam Fiore. You can see me, and we'll have a good time tonight.
And when it comes
don't try to downplay yourself, though, Quinn, or whatever. He's trying to throw everybody else out there to say, and you can see me. I mean, I understand that they get to see you a little bit more often than us, but you're still a big deal out there. You're still a big deal.
Oh, man, I appreciate you, dog.
Hey, Ken, to put it in perspective, I moved here to the natural state 7 months ago, and I think I've heard somebody mention Quinn Grovey's name at least once a week, if not more, since I moved here. So he's still a pretty big deal.
Oh, listen, I'm responsible for screening his calls or whatever. So, I mean, it's a tough job, and somebody's got to do it. Somebody's got to do it.
Ken, I want to ask you what you think of Arkansas's safety situation. They're in really good hands, man. I mean, and it isn't just Jalen Catalon and Miles Slusher. You got a great group in that secondary, and the safeties kind of are at the top of the list. What's it been like for you as a safety who played that position at Arkansas and in the NFL to see these guys doing what they did this last year and what you think they could do moving forward?
Well, you know what, and I think you hit it on the head with that as far as the depth that you have in the secondary, guys that you can count on, guys that you didn't see this, especially not consistently, some couple of years ago, where you had some confidence in the guys on the back end. Guys are going to come down and make the hits, make the tackles, covering and being responsible in the coverage. So you didn't see this year and last year, you didn't see a whole bunch of big plays in the pass game. This is something that for a couple of years we were getting used to. We were getting used to a lot of explosive plays and yards after catch and things like that. And it got to a point where now you can sort of see the defense and especially the secondary having that mindset of not anymore. And of course, you know, Catalan, he's a guy that's sort of leading the pack. But these guys are stepping out on their own and want their own respect as well. So it's not, you know, that's what I like to see. I like to see the confidence on the backside, on the back end, to where these guys are actually want to go out and make a name for themselves and don't mind that ball being in the air and it being a one-on-one and, okay, I got to make a play. You've seen, I keep going back to it, but it was a frustrating time a few years ago when you see the ball up and the confidence just wasn't there.
Yeah.
You know, the guy, we didn't have the playmakers back there, and they didn't want to put it on their back to really be the one. You know, when that ball gets thrown deep, the screen gets a little narrow and they start zooming in. So it's just you and the guy. So it comes with a little bit of extra pressure, and I like to see now that, you know, we got guys back there that want that pressure on them. They want that situation to be on them to make the play, and it's going to definitely be one of the strong points moving into this year with the guys on the back end, especially having to sort of, you know, replace some guys on the front line, and of course in the linebacker core.
Is there a difference to playing the position between when you played and what safeties have to do now? Because the offenses have changed. Targeting.
Really? Yeah. I'd probably be suspended half of the season if they had the rules now, like they back then, like they do now. You have to work on, and that's what even some of the young guys that I talk to now, you can't just focus on just, you know, run protection and being in the box, and you have to cover. You have to be able to use your feet, be able to react, move, do things in the pass game, because you're going to see a lot of 3, 4, and sometimes 5 wide. So in order to be a safety in a game now, you can't be a guy that goes out on third down. You got to be able to play all 3, all 4 downs and be a accountable player in the 3 to 4 downs while you're out there, because you're going to see a lot of spread offense, 3 and 4 wides, and of course nowadays 5 wides, to where, you know, you need to cover, and you're not covering a big slow tight end. You're covering a slot receiver or a big time receiver, because now the talent has gotten even up there now to where your 3rd and 4th receiver is still a guy that can hurt you.
And you can't lower your head.
And you can't lower your head and lay the boom.
Targeting.
Yeah. You know, the one good thing about it, I guess there won't be any more nicknames of the Hammer on the football field.
The Hammer is a great nickname. The Hammer is amazing.
They took that part out of the game, whatever. Now it's a lot of replays happening once a big hit happens, and normally you're going to see like an umpire in baseball. You're going to see that thumb up with it going back, saying you're out of here.
Hey Ken, I was driving in and I heard that Drew he sent out a letter to the afternoon crew, and his attorney, one of his attorneys, the last name is Hammer.
Yeah, it's the last name in the
she'll
law
get
firm.
you. And Hammer. Taylor Feed and Hammer. She'll come after you. I got a whole legal team behind me.
You missed your calling, Ken. You should have been a lawyer.
I know. The commercials would have been great. God, dog.
Really would have been. Hey, we're coming up to the end of the segment, and we're going to hit the break in a moment. But I really want to thank you guys for coming on. It's great talking with you. And Quinn, one more time, the event tonight at 906 Cocktail and Cigar Lounge starts at 4, goes until 7.
Yep.
Maybe they can get you to stick around for another 10 or 15 minutes.
I'm sure
there are going to be a lot of people there.
Yeah. No, we feel like there will be a lot of people there. We're excited about it. And Razorback Nation, come on out, and let's talk Razorback Foundation. Let's talk Razorbacks all over, and get your picture taken with Ken Hamlin. Get your picture taken with the Outback Bowl trophy.
And shake Quinn Grovey's hand while you're at it.
I'm moving my curfew back a little bit, so we're good. We're good to go.
Guys, thanks so much for coming on. Have a great event today. We really appreciate your time. Thank you.
BetOnline would like to wish you a happy new betting year as we continue our march to the playoffs and beyond. BetOnline remains the #1 spot for all the best sports wagering action for 2022. New year and a new updated desktop and mobile wagering to sign up today and receive your 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. Just use our promo code BELIEVE to get started. That's BLEAV. From football, basketball, hockey, boxing, and UFC, right to your favorite Vegas casino games. Don't wait to take advantage of all the amazing offers available for 2022. BetOnline is the fastest and easiest way to wager on all your favorite sports. BetOnline, where the game starts.